To better retain books that I read, I have implemented a new system where I just have a Google Doc of the various books that I read, and I essentially track them chapter by chapter and highlight what happens, right? So it doesn't matter whether it's fiction or nonfiction, I write down the key points of those chapters. And it's wonderful because as I'm reading it, engages me because I have to think about it. And so, I'm already thinking about it more critically than just, reading the thing. But also, it is wonderful because then later on in life, I can go back to it and recall of like, oh, okay, it'll just bring that up to the forefront of my mind that much easier, right? And especially if I'm trying to reference something, right? Like, let's say I'm writing my own nonfiction book, or even fiction, right? And I need to like do some research, then I can more easily recall this of what book it is, and then also what chapter it might be located in, and then boom, find it that way. So it's essentially my own cataloging system to retain the information. And certainly it's not a novel idea, pun intended. Other people have utilized this method, but it's something that I finally got around to. It's something that I was only avoiding because my own laziness, right? And I will admit it does take a certain amount of time, not a long time, but it does take effort to, open up, the Google Doc, write it down and stuff like that while, it's still fresh in my mind. You can of course like wait a day or two if you want to, but I try to read at a pretty vigorous pace, and so if I don't keep up with it, then it gets very backlogged and becomes a jumbled mess. So I have to essentially stay on top of it. So again, not a lot of work, but that is the caveat of it. But the pros far outweigh any of the cons, right? So this is something that I'm utilizing. Wanted to share it with you. And hopefully, even if you don't do it for every book, maybe the ones that you like or something like that, the ones that are important to you, may it help you, may it serve you, as it is already serving me. And I can't even imagine in the ways that it will serve later on down the line.